is my first ever live, Almost Famous Radio Podcast live with yours truly, Jim Francis Mesa. Today I am honored to have rockers in the house. I love rock music. I grew up with punk rock. A lot of you guys know my background. I have musicians in my family. We enjoy punk rock shows as well as heavy metal, Iron Maiden, Metallica, Megadeth. But tonight I have a special freaking band because it can blend all these genres, sort of, right? Like it's a little gumbo soup, as it were. And I have a beautiful band in the house. Well, there's two band members that weren't able to make it. However, they got stuck on the 405. You get it? 405? 4 or 5 hours to get anywhere in LA. I'm super excited, guys, because I have two wonderful guys. I have a lead singer to the band. You guys ready? Sweet Corvette, my man, Matt and Joey in the house. Guys, how we doing, man?
Doing great, man.
Finally, we figured this part out. It's good to see you. Finally, we figured it out. You know, we had some technical, logistical issues, as is often the case. We have such a great vintage. This is a throwback to the 1960s, 70s. And, you know, I'm thinking like fucking Diamond Dave laying there with chicks.
I want to take this with me.
Listen, I'm thinking that you should, you know?
Don't worry. Backyard parties.
Right?
Rock and roll.
Women oozing fucking literally out of every window of the fucking house. So, guys, I mean, it begs the question. I mean, I know you guys had a concert. Sorry if I couldn't make it. Redwood, I believe, in Hollywood.
Yep.
And I couldn't make it, but I'd like to know how it go. Was it just a full house?
It was great, and the other bands didn't show up, so we got the whole night to ourselves.
Wow, the whole night. So that means you guys were wreaking havoc.
It was at the Redwood downtown. I don't know if you've been down there.
Okay,
it's like
downtown.
maybe like a little punk rock show.
Right.
But it's like a little pirate theme.
Yeah.
It's dope in there.
So we were supposed to make it out, but it was like a last minute thing, and my son wanted to do some stuff, and you know, family comes first, guys. Sorry.
It's holiday.
But you know, it's holiday season. Also, it was a good old 4th of July. I know we were too busy lighting up fireworks. No, thankfully we didn't. We didn't do that this time anyway. Last year it was a whole different story, but that's another story for another day.
Yeah.
I wanted to know more. I have actually cue cards. I wanted to know you guys, you know, where you guys hail from. I know one of you guys is from Ohio, right? And the other guy's from. You're from LA, or?
I'm from Ohio too.
Yeah. You're from Ohio. Oh, both of you guys met over there.
We've been out here
for some time, right?
Yeah.
After college.
99 and 2000 for me.
So you sound engineer. You studied at a college over there and got a degree. And
I went to a school in Florida called Full Sail.
Okay.
It's near Orlando.
Right.
And got my audio engineering degree. Worked
Awesome.
for a little bit of time in Ohio, but
Beautiful.
needed to come play some music, so I moved down here. So.
And you guys started a band, like how many was Alibi? Is a punk band you guys had?
Yeah.
So that morphed into Sweet Corvette. Is that right?
In a way.
Sort of. Okay. So what was different? Some of the band members, would you say? A couple of the band members? Besides the music is a fusion of a lot of things, right?
So, yeah. With the Alibi, I played guitar.
Yeah.
Matt played bass.
Mm-hmm.
And my brother was a singer. But he passed away 3 years ago.
I'm sorry to hear
So,
that.
I took a little year and a half hiatus from doing any kind of music. And but then, you know, you start thinking about it, you know, you've been doing it your whole life. I'm like, and I'm like writing, I'm like, he would have never wanted us to quit.
Never.
So I wanted to keep it going, but like, we just kind of let the Alibi name.
Right. You put it to rest, so to speak. Yeah.
And then
hence the new band.
Sweet Corvette.
Sweet Corvette.
Sweet Corvette was born.
So, the name is fantastic. I happen to follow Angeline. I don't know if you guys see Angeline.
Yeah,
Sweet
she's
Corvette
around
all
town.
over.
Yeah.
But who hasn't? Everybody's got an Angeline story here in LA for the past 40 years. So, why Sweet Corvette? Is that about a girl or, you know, I mean, we all know the All-American Corvette, right?
I just thought it was like a really badass name for a band.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, really badass name, and surprisingly, no one else had it.
Really?
We got everything. We got all the Instagram, all the socials. It's just Sweet Corvette, not Sweet Corvette band, not Sweet Corvette.
Really?
1999 or any of that. It's like
that's the All-American band.
Yeah.
Every guy's
nobody had it.
People were slipping.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it was just, it was meant to be for you guys. I think that's more so, and I'm going to incline into that and think that it was more because you guys were meant to, that was your calling to call your names out, and hence why we're here, talking about Sweet Corvette. Now, your music is you have one about, is it the Whiskey A Go-Go? You have one about the Rainbow. The Rainbow Room. And that's clever. I love that. Tell us some about, about the lyrics and stuff. We were talking over the phone briefly earlier the other day about the lyrics. I mean, it's particularly different than a lot of songs that you hear out there, right?
Yeah.
I think the Rainbow, like we've been going there, hanging out in LA for so long. Like when I first moved out here, we like showed up to the Rainbow. Yeah. Cypress Hill was hanging out in the front patio. Lemmy was hanging out on the back patio. I'm like, this is LA. This is LA. So I'm like, I just felt like they needed an anthem devoted to them.
Beautiful.
So
that's beautifully done.
So the Rainbow Bar and Grill. And we've had a lot of wild nights there. So
I bet. I want to hear all about the wild nights. Like, how wild do they get? What is considered a wild night for you, Joey, at the Rainbow?
I mean, one of the craziest was probably I have a friend.
No holds bar, like I said.
I
I was telling
Thomas, and he owns a limo, and he's driving for people all the time.
I was a former limo driver. Go ahead.
He calls me up. He's like, I got the limo out tonight. It's like, we're going to the Rainbow. It's Tom Morello's birthday party.
Holy mother of God, no less.
So we rolled up, we go up, and it was like they had the whole upstairs shut down for Tom's birthday party. And they just, I don't know if you remember his little stint in acting where he was in a movie called Made.
I heard, yeah.
With John Favreau.
Okay.
And they had just finished wrapping that movie, and it was his birthday. So Vince Vaughn's in there. I'm looking over. Rick Rubin is at the little sit-down Pac-Man machine playing Surge from System of a Down.
Right.
Everybody was lit up, dude. It was a wild. That was probably top 3, top 5 moment of the Rainbow. I have to say.
Yeah. What about you, Matt?
I was there for that same. That was the craziest thing. And one of my buddies from Ohio.
Yeah.
He had never visited, and he decided he was coming in that day. And we didn't even know this was happening. And so we pick him up in the limo. He's like, "What the?" And he thinks this is an everyday thing. Maybe it is. I don't know. But and he still had his clothes on from traveling. I'm like, "Well, change real quick and outside because we're going into the Rainbow." And it was, Tom Morello's birthday party.
Oh my God! On the day of, he's like, "What the
first
fuck?"
thing he gets out in LA.
Talk about a rock star experience, guys.
He's still for like 3 years he tried to come. We never had that experience again. But he really thought it was being humble and saying, "No, that's not our everyday experience."
Oh my
God. But it really isn't.
So I was a limo driver. I drove for many years, and I drove a lot of rock stars, and I drove, amongst. I think we had Tommy Lee and back in the day would be David Lee Roth, right?
Yeah.
And David Lee Roth at the time was David Lee Roth now. So I picked him up thinking, all right, all these girls are going to be in the car, and it's going to be like the shows, like the videos, like, his life at one point. But it was nothing like that. And instead he goes, "Hey man, can we stop by the local, drugstore? I got to pick up some meds." And I got the senior citizen, era of his life. But no, I hear the zeitgeist of the time period, the 80s and 70s. The vampires. What is it? Something vampire band with Johnny Depp.
The
vampires. Upstairs, right? There's like, it's infamous how they got started many moons ago. Like, there was older rockers that were part of that. I didn't know that. I was watching this whole thing, and they say that there's a story about Lemmy, right? Lemmy used to, was it Lemmy? Lemmy used to hang out there when he lived right down the street, right? There's, in fact,
he lived right up the hill, and he would sit in the back. That little patio area there.
So you got to meet him?
Yeah.
And he used to see him all the time.
What the fuck?
Not just there.
He would sit at a little video poker machine.
Any place that had that. I mean, I remember once we did a little stint at Crazy Girls, the strip club. We used to play there every once in a while.
Okay.
We were the house band there.
Sometimes he'd be sitting at the machine over there too.
Yeah.
He had the life.
Wow. Rest in peace, man. I mean, so Like, listen, I know you guys have, the fusion. Well, how would you characterize your new band? I'm saying Sweet Corvette, the style of music. It's like an indie meets punk. Because I've seen some of your videos. Yeah. You bring the punk energy as well. So there's kind of a hybrid going on between your former band and the new band. Am I getting that right?
Yeah, definitely. It's got a lot of influences, of course, from the older band and punk rock.
Right.
But then we have a more 80s metal shredder style stuff going on with leads and things like that. So it's like thrasher meets punk rock. Yeah. So it's a lot more progressive than punk rock.
Right.
Yeah.
We always just punk rock has the best attitude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rock music.
Yeah.
So it's like,
by far.
Yeah.
By far. I agree.
It's always going to have a little bit of that attitude.
Yeah.
But we want to have some like ripping guitar solos in there too. So
yeah. So add a couple more chords in.
Now, I was listening to your voice, and it reminded me a lot of the front man too. Not to make any comparisons, but it'd be kind of for you, it'd be like kind of cool, like a feather in your hat. That you sound like this guy, it'd be kind of cool thing, because Dead Kennedys. You ever done that? Dude, totally. I hear the Dead Kennedys.
Yeah, I can see people thinking that I sound like that. Yeah. Dead
Kennedys.
They're an influence.
Right. And then, you guys, who was your favorite band growing up? Punk bands. Let me ask you first, Matt, since you're to my left.
I kind of go more with the post-punk bands, and when I say that, it's like early REM, which was like 80s REM, or like
the new wave of
the new wave, and it was still, it took the punk attitude and continued on with it, but a little bit more progressive on it. But Talking Heads, Ramones. I like that late 70s, early 80s punk rock. It's so authentic. Everything after that, you're taking something from it. So.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, I thought that you like the Green Days, and we love them, but they kind of took from everyone else before them, the TSOLs, and the Misfits. And what about you, Joey?
So I grew up and I had two older sisters, so like their boyfriends were always coming over, and the older one was like, their crew was all like 80s rock, you know what I mean? They were like Motley Crue, Guns N' Roses crew. And then my sister, that was 2 years older than me, had her crew coming in, and they were Dead Milkmen, Dead Kennedys, Minor Threat, all the good stuff. Like she had one of her boyfriends came over with big Liberty spikes.
Wasn't it? You get them up in the olden days, those egg whites or something.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it is.
And like most parents would like freak out.
Yeah.
My dad's like, check this guy's hair out. My dad loved it,
Imagine your pops would have had some like killer mohawk and busted out. That'd been rad.
So I was listening to them, but it was always getting fused with like everything else. Like Jane's Addiction was like huge factor. Like, us even starting a band.
Yeah.
But then I used to listen to rap too. Like I feel like you get that NWA Straight Outta Compton album. That's rap, but that's Straight Outta Compton is a punk rock attitude.
Yeah, for sure. So we're talking about attitude now.
Yeah,
for sure. What about? Let's not forget the Beastie Boys were a punk band.
Beastie Boys. Right? Many talent shows we put on Beastie Boys.
And now he's living out in Atwater Village, right down the street from.
That's right where that record store was. So there was also a studio. Was there?
Their studio, G-Sun Studio. It's right on my street.
Get out of town. I just saw something where the guy's hanging on the sign with the dude.
On the stairwell.
We did a photo shoot back there.
Really?
Yeah, one of our bands.
That's the shit. That's fucking epic, man. Guys, only on Almost Famous radio podcast live do we get this quality of guest on, man. We could talk and reminisce about the olden great days, because we grew up in the 80s. I was a kid in the 80s, and I had older cousins listening to a lot of this stuff. The rap, we grew up with rap. Run DMC, the Cypress Hill with the pot, and now it's like a joke probably. Because it's fucking, you can go out there, anyone can smoke weed. You can probably buy it at your, local 7-Eleven for all you know. It used to be that. Before, you have to buy it from some fucking creepy guy.
It's like a felony.
I heard about getting locked up.
Yeah, so imagine the guys. So, what do you think about the laws now? Would you be able to overturn the laws to get some of these guys as bad actors, per se? out of jail now or because they were sentenced once upon a time. Now that it's legal, they have to go through the process again. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think they should be cleared. I don't know. I didn't keep up with the law, so I don't know.
I'm no political science man, but I'll tell you.
I am.
I'll tell you what, like, if someone's in jail for something that is now legal,
Yeah.
they should be let out.
Yeah. See? That's punk rock right there.
Yeah.
At its finest. Do you like the Misfits? You guys grew up with the Misfits? I grew up with that's rockabilly and psychobilly also.
Yeah, Danzig. All that stuff. Yeah.
I hear a little Danzig in you guys up there. Little Danzig.
He's
It's looking badass, dude. Little dude.
Little dude all ripped up.
Let me grab my water, guys, because the crew is not here. It's a skeleton crew today. Oh my God, what are you doing? All right. I'm having a blast, by the way, guys. Thank you for making it out here, making the trek of here to the beautiful city of Tarzana. That's what we're going to say.
Yeah.
Tarzana, because we don't want you guys to hunt us down and find out where our new digs are. Actually, I have a little secret to let you guys in on. This is guerrilla style. Nobody even lives here. This has been abandoned. Kidding, I'm fucking. You know, like in the open, during the pandemic, or you watch.
The door was just open.
Yeah.
The door was ajar. We walked in. Oh, wait a minute, man. Sorry. There's ghosts that way, guys. There's literally ghosts in here for real. Like when we did the first dry run, right? And I had this buddy of mine come in, this younger cat, Albert, and I was like, I hear something. There's people here. Like, no, there's nobody here. You're hearing things. And I was like, then I go, you know what? There's somebody here, but nobody was there. I still want to freak him out because Albert has this thing where like he gets freaked out quite easily. So it's like, dude, I can hear something in the back. Like, oh, you know what? I think it's this older lady, the elderly lady that was staying here a long time ago. Mm-hmm. But she didn't die, right? For the record, she died.
She wants it.
She did. So reflecting on the back, like let's reflect back on time. You know, what are your standout moments from the band Alibi? When you know, on and off stage, you guys have these great stories. I mean, what are these moments that probably obviously your brother being there, right? And,
yeah. I mean, my brother was a wild man.
Yeah.
I do the best I can with it. As a front man, he was something else.
Yeah, he's a beast.
Yeah, it's like Mick Jagger meets Prince in movement. That's how he was. It was just like
the energy was there, right?
If anybody's watching him, it was another level.
Wow.
And he'd clear if you're at a house party or whatever, he'd clear it, and he'd do like the craziest things. Say that table's there, he'd push everything off the table and do the worm across it and break everything. And everybody's just like, yeah.
So he kind of sort of made his rules as he went and broke them.
Oh yeah,
Love it.
Yeah.
Broke many rules. That's great. Let's see what other questions I got here that okay. So all you guys, you know, most of you guys were part of Alibi. Oh, you know what? I forgot. A shout out to David, my boy David.
Yeah,
he's connected us. Yeah, I had him on the show. And it was great. It was a whole different deal. David and his awesome band. They're now the Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, hey, 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 hey. All right, go, hit it.
Forget about me.
We need a guitar. That's all we need, right? Just sit here and jam all day. Another great movie, by the way, and so awesome that they took over the name. I think it's fantastic. They're great. So, you know, let's talk about the fans. The fans come to your shows now, right? Maybe you have fans, and remember your band Alibi. Do you guys get those requests, like from the older songs that you had, a few songs that they like? Hey, play this song.
I mean, there's ones that they want to hear, and we actually did throw in one of them at a recent show.
Yeah, at the Redwood, we threw in a song called Louisiana.
Yeah.
All right, so you got a little punk rock on there. All right, cool.
Went old school on it, yeah.
That's fantastic.
And it's cool because our first show at Sweet Corvette, we played with direct support for a bigger band out of Sweden, Eclipse, and it was sold out. So that's the great way to start off because, bam, we've got like all kinds of new fans now. Yeah. Got our first crazy stalker that like messages me all the time and like.
We're gonna talk about that too. You're not off the hook yet.
Yeah, because there was like we had tons of people there, and then Eclipse had tons of people there, and their fans were like there was about 40 or 50 of them that were like locked in. So like
Holy
I walked
shit.
in like 2 hours before we were going on.
Yeah.
And they were already posted up at the front of the stage, like this is my spot.
Lovely.
So I just brought it to their asses. Like I'm not playing around. Like I'm gonna.
You guys got your A game, as they say.
Yeah. So, but like afterwards, like everybody was out.
That's so cool. Now, do you guys do a thing where I notice it's a common kind of thread where people, do this far and wide with bands, specifically local little joints, smaller, more intimate joints, where you guys hang out and party after with the fans and the people that love you. That's kind of a thing, right? If people just party and hang out. Let's talk about your crazy experience with your new stalker. Like, are you married first of all? Any of you guys married?
I am married.
Okay.
Yeah, we're married. Yeah.
You're both married.
Yeah.
So, what's the dynamic like on stage and off stage? It is a great question because you're a rocker. It's my persona. I'm Jim Francis, all bubbly, and then I'm off stage, and it's like I'm not as bubbly, but it's more like we're about it. Seriousness, family, kids.
Yeah.
So, what happens when it kind of blurs the lines when people are DMing you guys and that kind of thing? Like, how does one? I'll tell you how I do it, but I want you guys here in the hot seat, by the way. So, how do you deal with it?
Well, I always make sure that I just talk about the band with them.
Right.
I don't talk about anything else.
Strictly the band.
I make sure that they know that I do have a wife.
Right.
Because I don't want any of that stuff coming back later, anyway. Because my wife is awesome. She's a rocker herself. She plays guitar. She travels with me all over the world to see rock fans. So I'm lucky like that. So, so she knows what fans are all about.
Right. Yeah. So fans, they go as far as you want them to go. You kind of let them know, hey, here's the deal. Yeah. This is where we're at, and then you kind of get turned off, or if not, then you fucking block them, right?
Yeah.
But
exactly.
What about in your case?
Well, for me, it's like when the whole family mixes with the meat. I was just stoked because when we did the whiskey in March, it was the first time my kids got to see me.
It's all ages,
All the kids.
Because we had they were little. They just turned 14 and 15.
Very cool.
So, but
cool age, yeah.
We had COVID where there was no shows, and my brother passed away. So it was before all that, they were too little to bring out to a club. Mm-hmm. The whiskey's all ages, so I got to bring them out. Yeah, and they were just.
That was beautiful, right? It's something else.
What?
It's otherworldly kind of shit.
They probably seeing me as just being dad for all this, and then they're just like, whoa. I think it showed, and they were surprised.
That's really cool. Shout out to Carla also. Carla is in, she's my boy. She's in with David and the band, The Breakfast Club. She's awesome. We got to see my wife and I got to see them play live. We're gonna get she's fucking kick ass for sure. Yeah. She brings it on stage. I was gonna ask you, outside of the performances, obviously you guys go as a family, as it were. You bond on more than one thing. Being out on the road and all that kind of stuff. Do you guys hang out, after work per se? You guys kick back. Hey, let's have some beers and talk about sports or something other than music.
Yeah, everybody. The guitarist Luis Lopez that's in the band. I've known him for 10 years. I was in another band and he actually was my bass tech.
Okay.
He's an amazing musician. For years I was we were always hanging out at shows together, and I've seen him play so many times, and he's setting up my stuff in the other band for shows. I'm like, dude, we need to be in a band together. So it was a perfect fit when he started this project to bring in that metal ripper guitar, because all that, and we always would. David, I haven't really hung out too much with.
David's awesome.
I know he's awesome.
You know how we met? At a comedy store, not the comedy store, but we did, I think it was Burbank's Flappers. Mm-hmm. That's how I met him and Carla. Because Carla also does comedy. Carla wears different hats.
She does that with the other girl. What's the name?
I can think of her. She's supposed to be on my show, so I know you're watching. I can't think of her name right off, but please be on the show soon. Yeah. She's very, very multi-talented. Also an actress. Carla's also an actress. Yeah. So we wear different hats, navigate different stuff here. It's the only way to make it, right? Not like in the olden days, you're just a rocker. Not to say you're just a rocker, that's all you do, No, nowadays, we do it all.
You're the influencer.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, guys? How you doing?
Content creator.
We're always thinking about the content. Yeah, I don't remember
back hanging out with these guys, like, especially like Matt and Lewis.
Yeah.
It's like, good luck not like talking music.
Right. Yeah.
Between our rehearsal schedules, our shows, and then like they're like booked up all in between, like constantly out of rock shows.
Yeah.
It's like
There's so many good shows in LA.
we were all at the Whiskey. When was that? Friday night. We were
Friday night
at the Whiskey
to go
the
see
day
Love
after our
Hate.
show, going to see Love Hate. So,
Wow.
That was great.
That's cool, man. I gotta check out one of your shows, man. I feel like bad that we didn't turn out. So it's you guys, and I have a good friend of mine, Pickle, who's part of the Baby Goats.
Okay.
Another alley band. I'll connect all of you guys because I'd love to see all my
Yeah, we
friends.
should do a show together.
Yeah. I'll connect you with them for sure. So shout out to the Baby Goats who've been on my radio show. I was out of the radio place out here in Studio City.
Okay.
And Alley Talk Radio. It's okay, guys. I can throw that out. Alley Talk Radio. We're in good terms. It's just that they did more of they decided to go remote versus in person, like the whole studio thing.
right.
So I'm really excited, man. I mean, we've been doing pretty good. It's 25 minutes in, or maybe almost 30, but I got a few more questions for you.
Okay.
I have tons of questions for days if I wanted to, but
You can ask
no,
me.
I'm not going to saturate you here. You know, I have a who's obviously you guys are all creatives, you know, creative minds within the band, but who is like you would say like the person who writes the songs, or is it a collaborative effort of sorts, and then who dictates, or you guys all come together and dictate? It's kind of like a democracy. All right, you know, vote for which song is going to make it into the songbook, as it were.
Well, it's definitely a democracy, but and it depends on with this project. It's still so new.
Okay.
It's definitely he wrote almost every bit of
Everything that's out.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
But then like I also like I write a lot, but then I'm like I don't want to write every part to every, you know what I mean? So
Right,
like,
right.
That's why I call Matt. I'm like,
Cool.
get in here and like lay down some bass lines on this stuff.
Yeah,
and work
very
on.
cool.
You know what I'm saying? Because I like different energies coming
Yeah.
into the room
Yeah.
and bringing in something else to the table.
Yeah.
And then, but now we have like some new stuff since David came on board.
Right, I figured.
We've been locking in like some new stuff.
New material. That's ready to.
Yeah.
It's ready to
It's
get
gonna be
hyped out.
much
So-
more
Okay.
collaborative on the newer stuff.
Okay. Very cool. What's the new song you guys just released? There's new material you guys just released, right? There's a song you were playing.
Been 2 songs that
Two
were
songs.
released.
Can we talk about that real
Sure.
quick?
Yeah, so we 3 weeks ago we released a song called Foot Race,
Mm-hmm.
and then last Friday or the Friday before last, we released a cover song
Yeah.
of
Okay.
Sia's Unstoppable,
What?
but done
It's done differently, yeah.
in the Sweet Corvette style.
So it's like a little like AAF, right? Alien Ant Farm, and was that Michael Jackson
Yeah,
song? Yeah.
Super
And,
Criminal.
right.
Yeah.
And it went like it was a whole other
You
version.
can go down the line.
Right, and so many rock bands,
Van
right?
Halen did You Really Got Me. Like, Marilyn Manson did Sweet Dreams.
Sweet Dreams.
Remember Live This It did
Yeah.
Me. It's
Yeah.
like,
Oh my God,
Those
that was
things,
great.
those songs blew them up.
and
Yeah.
everybody's like, why are you doing like a Sia Unstoppable? I'm like,
Yeah,
first of
doesn't
all,
matter.
it was a huge song. It was
Yeah.
really a good song.
It's fantastic. I'm a
And-
Sia fan, but I like you're gonna dig
I
this.
really love her songwriting.
Yeah,
And I saw
she's skilled.
I saw an
She
interview one
really
time,
is.
and she was talking. She said how she watches like
Uh-huh.
trashy like reality TV shows.
Okay, and you guys have a song about that too, right?
Well, that's where I was just like, I love her style because like that's my thing. Like, because I'll see something that's like ridiculous on TV or something that happens in my life,
Yeah.
and I'm like, why do I remember this? But I'm like, then I just put it into the song because I'm like, for some reason it got stuck in my head. So
Yeah.
like, we're putting it in the song.
That's fabulous, dude. That's fucking cool. Like, you know, there is nothing that can stop us except ourselves, like our creativity. You know, we dictate, and it used to be that before. It was very niche based. Like everything was okay. You're a punk rocker. You need to have a mohawk. You're this. You're that. And nowadays we have so much freedom. You know what I mean? Like the homie down the street, homie's gonna be jamming to you know a Sweet Corvette. And in the olden days, it was strictly oldies and gangster rap, right? And now it's like fuck new wave, like Morrissey.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, that's cool. That's great. You know,
we
we've
played
opened.
recently at the 3 clubs.
Okay.
We saw 2 theater, the big ones. And a rap group opened up for us.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
And I was like,
fantastic.
I was like, I was loving it. And everybody's like, what? Like, I'm like, no, like, I really love this shit.
Yeah.
Like, and then, like, as soon as we got on stage, I shouted them out, and they stuck around for our whole set, and they loved our whole set, man. They were
I love your vibes, guys, and really, really dig it. So when's your next show? You guys want to talk about this? When's the next show?
Our next show is the 18th.
Okay.
That's not this Friday, next Friday.
Next Friday.
At the Universal Bar and Grill.
Okay.
We're headlining it, so it'll be our night.
So let's go. Prepare to go, guys. Get your Doc Martens or Converse or Vans in my case, right? Old school skater. And let's get ready to rock on. Go ahead.
The way too early notice for September 30th, we're doing the Whiskey again with another Swedish act, Crazy Licks.
It's going to be
world out, man.
It's going to be great.
And that one,
we're going to relive the 80s.
That one might sell out. Like that probably. We're going to be close to a sellout at that one at the Whiskey.
I've already sold half our tickets, and it's not even.
Because that's what happened when we played with the Cliffs. Like,
Especially now that you guys been on my show, it's going to sell even more.
That's what it's about.
I'm good luck, dude.
We're taking advantage of this.
Hit us up on Instagram for the tickets.
There you go. What are your social medias, guys? Social medias handles.
At Sweet Corvette for TikTok, at Sweet Corvette for Instagram, Sweet Corvette on Facebook. We got it all locked in.
All locked in. You hear the man. Now, TikTok's super instrumental, that you notice, for getting these old songs cranked out again, right? And making them like a hit, like a fucking splash.
The kids are like
this song hasn't been out in so long, and the kids are digging it, like singing. My son's singing this new song. I'm like, dude, there's nothing new about that song. Yeah. It's kind of an old school song, but I'm glad that's the one great tool, TikTok. Tool is another good band.
Yes, Tool is a great band. Another guy from Ohio, maybe.
Really?
Yep.
Oh.
Right by where we're from. He grew up outside of Akron.
Oh shit! Wow, that's something.
He actually, my brother met him at one of his wine tasting events, and they figured out together that one of his first shows he ever played was where one of me and my brother's first shows was in Ravenna, Ohio. Same place.
Dude.
He's a good guy though.
I'm mind blown. Yeah, it's like, right? You meet your heroes and it's like, what the fuck? Like, this guy this dude does this music that's so mind blowing. Yeah. But then it inspires you to then create some shit that's also mind blowing. Yeah. And you're like, fuck. And then people see you and they're like, dude, you don't understand. You're like a god to me. Like, bro, I'm just like this person that makes what I love making and getting paid to do what I love to do day in, day out. You know, the old adage, right, says that, you know, if you do what you love doing, you don't work a day in your life. That's the word for work anyway. So super excited and happy to have had you here on the show today. Thank you guys for the 401, 402 subscribers. These are all organic. I didn't go the route that a lot of people do. They pay for the subscribers. I thought I'd do it hard, and you know, I went all out and started doing the lives. And so I pretty much earned it. Blood, sweat, right, guys? Literally, and tears. There's my rotary phone, guys, from like in the olden days. When it rang, here's a joke. Any comedian watching this, dude, when it rang, right? I would definitely have to say I have Matt's look. Anytime it rang, instead of going towards the phone, you went away from it because it was like, it sounds like an emergency. Like, who the fuck died to now?
It's so loud. It's so loud and annoying, right? It's got a bell under it.
So you were like, you get it. No, you get it. Right? There's a comedy. You can do a comedy bit out of that whole thing, man. Thank you very much. Send me a check. I'm super excited. Thanks again, man, for making your trek out here, bro. Rock and roll, man.
Yeah, for sure.
And you know what? We're going to come out to one of your shows.
Yeah.
Guys, the Sweet Corvette. Let's give it up.